I'm Juan Sequeda. I'm the principal researcher at ServiceNow. I joined through the acquisition of data.world, where I was there the principal scientist. Data.world is a data catalog and governance platform. And at ServiceNow, I'm part of the new data analytics business unit, where we are now expanding and getting people to understand that ServiceNow not only manages your IT assets and so forth, but also your data analytics asset, and be able to connect the dots across all your organization to get AI to work for people. So what's really exciting right now is that people are starting to realize that they need to start investing and treating their knowledge as a first-class citizen. Because I always say that we've lived in this data-first world, which is like giving more data, and we have data lakes, and we definitely need that, right? We have very scalable systems in the cloud, but now AI has been kind of the driver to realize, oh wait, just with data and treating data and having all these systems very well that get managed, that's not enough for large language models and agents. They need to really understand that context, that metadata, and semantics. And I think the shift that we were seeing is people really thinking, I need to start treating this knowledge as a first-class citizen. And I'm seeing that shift happen. I predict that there's going to be a shift. People saying, well, if AI can already do that code, it's going to do that code if I'm going to give it the exact requirements. And to get those exact requirements, that's that knowledge work. And I think we're going to start seeing a shift of like data and knowledge engineering. And I think that's where the opportunity is. And to do that, you need to be able to start having stronger skills, right? Not soft skills, but stronger skills. Be able to go understand who are the people, understand how things are who are the people related, and who I need to go talk to be able to figure out what something means and how to deal with disagreements, and how to get people, how to find a common ground on things and so forth. I think that's where we need to go, and that's why I always argue that this is really a social technical phenomenon, not just a technical phenomenon that we need to deal with. I think and hope, and I'm pushing for kind of a shift in roles. So, for example, if you look at what data engineers or even data analysts will be doing, they are already doing this knowledge work, but they're probably doing it in an ad hoc manner, in a way that there lacks a methodology, like really well-defined steps to go do this. But they're still doing that, right? They're talking to some stakeholders. They're figuring out, what does this mean? They're turning that into code and stuff. But there's sometimes assumptions being made, and I think that's the shift that we need to go do. And I mean, like, all companies should be able to understand, connect your data, your knowledge, your people, your processes, your systems, all that stuff, such that an organization can understand what it knows and what it doesn't know, and be able to do all types of analytics and what-if analysis and so forth. But also at the end, with that is kind of the context really describes what your business is about. And now with AI, guess what? AI doesn't know specifically what your specific business is about. So that's what is really exciting, is that you were able to create and model that and define that and govern that, such that you can work that with AI and then be able to drive actions and impact of